Hello coin collectors out there, welcome back to the Big D Coins channel. It's your host Dylan and I've got some great coins for you today. As promised, I'm trying out the red felt that I purchased. So far the blue's in the lead as far as which felt is the best looking background. But today's video is going to be about these two coins right here. We'll start with. Now there are some known errors for these more modern coins. These are both dated 2015. They're part of the America the Beautiful series, which came out after the State Quarter series. And this quarter on the left represents New York, and this one represents Delaware. And then for the foreign coin showcase at the end of the video, we have a set of coins from Spain. So we have the 25 PTAs, 5 and a 5 PTAs coin. All right, so let's get into the video. Before we start, kind of wanted to reminisce a little bit. I was watching some videos that I posted about a year ago today, and it's really crazy how much better I've gotten at making these videos. About 2 years ago, I had kind of shaky camera quality, wasn't really talking much on the video. The videos were only about 1 minute to 2 minutes long. People weren't really watching them, but thankfully, from your guys' support, your comments, your suggestions, I've gotten a lot better at this, and it's nice to kind of see the progression, and I see progression on other people's channels as well. So keep up the good work out there. Just keep trying to make higher and higher quality videos about more and more interesting coins. All right, so let's get into it. So let's slide this one out and start with Saratoga. So the known error for the Saratoga coin is right at the top there, in between the finger and the handle of the sword. So there is a known die chip that occurs in between that finger and the sword. That die chip kind of gives the appearance of like a piece of gum or something like that, that's kind of in between right there, the finger in the handle of the sword. So there's a known die chip that's right in there. It looks like a kind of a raise, similar to like the BIE error, where there's like a phantom eye where there shouldn't be in Liberty. That's what this known error looks like. Unfortunately, I don't have one here, but if you're looking through Saratoga quarters, you happen to be rolling through some quarters, which in my experience doesn't usually yield you anything too much special. You get a lot of modern state quarters, as they were very highly produced, and the silver quarters are kind of, a lot of them have already been passed through, so people have kind of dug those out already. But you'll find a lot of state quarters, you'll find a lot of America the Beautiful quarters. So if you have them, you might as well look at them and check out for the Saratoga quarter for the known error with the die chip right in there that looks kind of like a piece of gum. So the other quarter that we're going to look for today, that also is a known error out there, is the Delaware quarter, representing the Bombay hook. Now the known error for the Delaware quarter is some doubling, but the doubling appears in the form of grass, of extra blades of grass that are going in actually the wrong direction. So they're right there. Now there's some extra grass that's right to the side that's going kind of down, so connecting those two kind of finer points. And generally, when you're looking for errors with these very special designs here, that's generally where you'll find the errors. You'll find the die chips in the doubling in very tight areas where you can, imagine that a die would have problems kind of getting the exact print every single time. So look for those finite areas, and you can find some errors in those. Again, these are both 2015 quarters, so keep your eye out for that. And now let's transition into, actually want to mention one more thing. I was looking through my America the Beautiful quarters before making this, and I found it just shockingly how similar the Florida Everglades quarter was in the Bombay Hook Delaware quarter. I mean, it's almost exactly the same outlay and kind of blueprint for the quarter. You both have these birds that are standing in like the forefront. You have like a windy river in the background, a windy like marshy area in the background, and then some trees in the way background. So just thought that was interesting. Obviously they weren't too unique when switching over from Florida to Delaware, although those states are kind of far apart. You figured they could have slightly more interesting images, but apparently they liked the image they made for 2014 Florida, so they decided to stick with a similar outline for the 2015 Delaware. Now on to the foreign coin showcase. We've got some coins from Spain today. So let's start off with the biggest one, the one right in the center. So this one was just made in 1957. This is the 25 pesetas coin. This is a special coin to commemorate Francisco Franco, which when I flip the coin over, you'll see it. You're currently looking at the reverse of the coin. The reverse features the coat of arms of Spain with a eagle, a Frantusic eagle. Anyway, the eagle is kind of hard to see, but the eagle is not really hard to see if you're looking for an eagle. But if you were just looking at it, which I initially, when I was first looking at this coin, you wouldn't really recognize that it's an eagle. You just think that there are some stripes going across the coin, as a lot of like European coins as well as American coins will just have like a set of like 13 stripes or 12 stars or something like that to represent different colonies in different states. But this one actually has a eagle to it. So when we flip it over, we can see that guy Francesco that the coin is named after. So this coin was made just in 1957. Its value is 25 pesetas. Its metal content is copper nickel, has a weight of 8.5 grams, and a diameter of 26.5. So looking at the obverse right here, we see the portrait with a right profile of Francisco Franco. We see the lettering Francisco Franco, Claudio de España, which translates to Francesco Franco, leader of Spain by the grace of God. Now let's move on to the two smaller coins that we have here. Both of them are from Spain as well, and both of them have two different kind of unique designs on them that are rather cool. I like these ones a lot. Now these are a small coin for comparison's sake. This is a Canadian penny, so they're a little bit smaller than the Canadian penny, which pennies, American pennies and Canadian pennies are kind of hard to keep track of anyway. So these ones must be even harder to kind of keep track of and not lose. So the one with the kind of the ballerina image, the dancer image, is this one right here. Now this is the 5 pesetas Aragon. So we see the Aragon on the right there. This is a circulating commemorative coin, as you would probably guess. It was made just in 1994. It's a aluminum bronze metal, which weighs 3 grams. On the reverse, you see a value next to the dancer Gargello. I believe that's how you say it, Gargello. And then we see a crowned M over here. Now we flip it over, and we see España 1994. So the obverse features Puerto de Carmen of Saratoga. I'm not sure where that is, but I would imagine it's some type of famous port maybe in Spain. So moving on to the next one, another circulating commemorative coin. This one is from the previous year. This one's from 1993. Has the same value, same metal content, same weight, same diameter. So we can skip over all of that, and we can take a look. I'll zoom in even more at the reverse on this coin right here. So the reverse features Botafemelo from the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela in Way of St. James logo. So this guy comes to you from a church, pretty much. We flip it over. Another cool design on this side. This right here, we see the date at the bottom. And we see, I'm not sure what that is right there, but it looks to be like a church type of symbol. So those are the coins from Spain. I'll start to wrap it up. We got to look at these cool two 5 peseta coins. We got to look at this one right here. This one's value is 25 pesetas, so 5 times one of these will get you one of these. Now these are both worth kind of a few cents in United States dollars. They aren't worth too much. I picked them up at a kind of a scrap bin where you could just kind of grab some foreign coins. So those are the coins there. And we started the video off with looking at the Saratoga error. Now this has the die chip error in between the finger and the sword handle, known as kind of like it looks kind of like a piece of gum. And then we also talked about the Bombay hook error, which is this one right here. And this one has some extra blades of grass located kind of right around there. Now, there can always be other errors that people haven't discovered yet. So if you have quarters that are in great shape, set them aside and you can always go back and look at them for errors, or you can just look for the errors as you're going through. But it always helps to look a second time because you might pick something up that you didn't see the first time. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. Best of luck coin collecting. Have a great day. Enjoy.